Hi everyone, and today we are going to talk about CSS. So what is the CSS? CSS is a Cascade Style Sheet. CSS is a language that we use to describe the style of an HTML document. And CSS also describes how the elements should be displayed. So if you think of the CSS, it's like a skin for our skeleton, which is the HTML. So let's see what it actually looks like. Here I have a simple HTML page which contains the header, the container, and the footer. To add the CSS file to our HTML, we use the link inside of our head. So this way we are adding our style.css to our HTML. Inside of our body we have a header, which is just a tag, just an HTML tag, which has an ID of a main section. And here comes our selectors, which we're gonna use to style our elements. Here we have a header with an ID main section. And this is how it looks inside of the CSS. ID we replace with the hash, with the hashtag sign, with the name of the main section. We also have a div ID name, which we've been styling over here. Inside of the header we have an ID name. We also, inside of the header, in the ID name, we have an h1 over here. So this is our unordered list, which we made to look like a nav tab, which you can see here. To do that, I used some CSS, some plain CSS style. I also saying that inside of the header I have an unordered list, which I want to have the margin of 0 and the padding of 0. So to better demonstrate what I mean when I say margin and padding, let's actually let me walk you through the step. Let's open our page. Inside of our page we can inspect our page, and inside of the inspection we have an elements tab, which is our HTML page, and over here you can expect like any single element on the page, and you can also try out some styles, which I'm gonna like show you right now. Well, inside of our HTML we have a body. Within the body we have a header, which you can see here. We also have a container for our name. We have a nav tab, which is our unordered list, and we have a second container where is the main content is being stored. And here you can try like play with the styling like whichever way you want. For instance, I have my name H1 Karina Titov, and let's say I want to change the font. I just want to change the font. Let's say the font family, font family is, and I want to make it to be cursive. See, right now it's cursive. And for instance, I want to change the background for the whole body. So in order to do this, I can do just the background color. Let's do background color red. And if I'll turn it off here, the background image, you can see right now my background is red. So it's pretty useful tool, which you guys gonna use a lot. So I would advise you to take some time and play around with that, because it's gonna be your best friend very soon. Okay, on my page you could see the Navbar, which is inside of the header. In order to make it look not like the regular unordered list, I used some CSS. So let me just walk you through a little bit. So here we can see inside of our header we have the unordered list, we have a nav. Inside of the nav we have an ordered list. Inside of the unordered list we have a list items, and each list items consists of a tag, which is the link which is supposed to take us somewhere. Right now I only have one HTML page, but if I had like a portfolio and a contact, which we can just make right now, portfolio.html, and inside of the portfolio I just want to have simple HTML, which is gonna say that it is portfolio. Which one? I'm your portfolio. And over here right now, if we will just take a look at this on this index, let's open it. This index, if we click on the portfolio, it takes us to our sorry for the misspelling. It takes us to our portfolio page, and it also opens it in the new tab. So yeah, going back to our Navbar. So here for the unordered list we use the margin 0 and the padding 0. So if you go and inspect the Navbar, our unordered list has 0 margin and 0 padding. If we will take this out, which you can like inspect here, you can actually add some margin. If you add margin of 50 here, you can see now everything that's orange is a margin, which we don't want to have here. And it also has a padding. So padding is being added in, like, think of the every element of the HTML is like a box. So the padding is the space you add in inside of the box, but the margin is the space you add in outside of this box. So margin is moving it from the outside, and the padding is like from the inside. Hopefully I made it sound clear. So yeah, if you add some padding, it's gonna move the content too. So right now you can expect that it has some padding, so it's been added inside of this box. Each list item, over here you can see each list item has a padding of 20. If you will just take this away, see, it's gonna move it closer to the portfolio, which we don't want to happen because we won't have. So which we don't want to have. So yeah, and also for the Navbar we have a float. we have a float method for the every list item. So if we'll take the float away, it's gonna move it just a little. If we will take the display inline, it makes our unordered list just a regular unordered list. Over here you can play around with a lot of different methods and styles. Using just the simple CSS for the styling is it's very hard, and it's very, just take a look. Just to style one simple HTML page, it took me 139 lines of code. So there is a better way to do this, and I want to show you it right now, and I want you guys just to spend some time and to learn it. There is a very nice framework which it calls Bootstrap, which has a pretty nice grid layout. If you just click get started, it's gonna take you to the introduction page. Here you have a link. In order to use all the style classes and everything of the Bootstrap, you want to copy this link and insert this inside of your HTML page, just like that. And I'll show you just a couple examples of how it works. So this Bootstrap has its own layout, it has classes, it has components. Just for us to create a simple Navbar, we use so much CSS, but it's so much easier with the Bootstrap. Here you can just choose the Navbar, find the Navbar you actually like, for instance like this, and you can see here it has the nav with the class Navbar expand large, and it's so responsive. See, on the size of the phone or even the tablet, the Navbar turns into the burger menu, and it has a jumbotron. It has like different forms, different types of forms. So yeah, it's a very cool framework which you probably would want to use instead of just using plain CSS. So, and let me just go over a little bit through the CSS selectors. So we have classes and we have IDs. What is the difference? The difference is if you have a single element on your page which you want to style very uniquely and nothing else on the page is gonna be styled the same way, then you want to use the ID. ID is a unique selector which can be used for one and only element for the page. If you want to group your elements into one styling, for instance, if I would have like 3 paragraphs like this, they're styled the same, they have same font size, the same font weight, and the style. So I would want to use the class for each of them, same class, for instance class text, and inside of my CSS it would look like this. Right now I have only one paragraph, but if I would have the multiple times, I would do something like class text, and let's do font size 70 pixels. And if I'll add this class text, and let's add it somewhere, not here, let's add it here for the H1, and let's just add it over here. So right now you're gonna see that both my about me and the Karina Tito is gonna have the same text size. You're gonna see right now, see, it's both turned to the 70 pixels. Of course it's a lot, you probably not want to use it but just for the example. Yeah, so that's pretty much it what I have for today. For the next time I'll prepare more content about the Bootstrap. I'll build just a simple layout, same page but with the Bootstrap, and yeah, and we will just look at different opportunities that Bootstrap opens up for us. Thank you guys for being with me. Enjoy and have fun.